to be me. I'm going to.
Good morning, Toastmaster.
Good morning.
Yeah. So
Good
that's
morning.
Good
the
Good
morning.
morning, Ved.
yes,
Good morning.
yes, you
Morning.
respect. Good morning, Toastmasters.
Good
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 morning.
Good
morning.
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 Okay, let's get started. I welcome you all to the joint meeting of Bright Beginning Toastmasters Club and the Toastmasters of Delhi. The meeting number for the Bright Beginning Toastmasters is 196, closing towards the 200 and 374th meeting of Toastmasters of Delhi, close inching towards 400. So, okay, let's get started. I welcome you all uh, again. So the mission of the Toastmaster Club is to provide positive and learning environment in which members are empowered to grow their communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and their personal growth. So now we to run a smooth meeting, we have some housekeeping rules in place. Rule number 1, please keep your phone on silent mode. If you haven't done that, you have 5 seconds to do that. Rule number 2, please keep yourself on mute mode if you're not speaking. It might disturb the host or whoever is speaking. Rule number 3, please refrain yourself to talk about politics, religion, and sex in derogatory manner. We are open to healthy discussion. With that, let's start the proceedings of the today's meeting. Please help me welcome the presiding officer for the today's the meeting. Any guesses?
Disha.
Okay.
It's Toastmaster Neethal.
Okay. Okay. Please welcome Toastmaster Neethal. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ved. It's a lovely morning and a lovely introduction. And I warmly welcome Toastmasters of Delhi to our meeting, Lavina and Saurabh. It's a warm gesture to have you both. And we do have the March ending and a holiday season and an election upcoming. And then a great festival that is coming next week, that is Ugadi, that is being widely celebrated in every part of country with different names. And again, an opportunity to have a long weekend. So I believe many of you must have applied leaves to capture those long weekend and a trip. So today we will have a fantastic meeting as usual with the Bright Beginnings Clubs and Toastmasters of Delhi joining us will enhance our meeting spirits. So with this, I'll hand over the stage to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Disha. A warm welcome to Toastmaster Disha, and this is the first time she is taking up this role. So all the best and have fun.
Thank you, Toastmaster Neethal. Hello, everyone. I am your captain today, and I will lead you all to victory. Yes, I know we are in no ship, but words like these do propel something within you, don't they? Has it ever happened to you that you come across some words and they instantly strike a chord within you, propelling you to think that they were meant just for you? Well, presiding officer, fellow Toastmasters, and very welcome guests, our today's theme, the profound art and impact of storytelling, revolves around the art of crafting such words into stories and delving into the process of storytelling itself. On that note, let me explain how our today's session would be conducted. The meeting is divided into 3 parts. The first part consists of prepared speeches, where members prepare in advance for a 5 to 7 minute speech. The second part is the fun-filled table topic session, where each of us gives a 1 to 2 minute remark on a topic given by the table topic master. And the third part, the most important part, is the evaluation section, where our general evaluator or GE for the day will give a report on the entire meeting today. Having said that, let me invite on stage our GE for the day, Toastmaster Neethal, to introduce general evaluation section for today. Can we have a big round of applause, everyone, please? Over to you, Toastmaster Neetal.
Thank you, Toastmaster Disha, and thank you for kickstarting our meeting with a wonderful topic today. So every meeting is required to have an evaluation section. And as a GE, I'll be overboarding the step of this evaluation feedback section and evaluating the meeting in general. And with this, I'll have my tag team who will be helping me in completing the evaluation. So the meeting will be a great meeting with a proper evaluation and with a proper timing. So I would like to welcome our timer of the day, Toastmaster Anshuman. Or
Yeah, it's me.
so Toastmaster Anshuman has taken multiple cap roles.
Like all of us. Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Neetal, and good morning, everyone. I'm going to be your timer for today morning. My role as a timer is going to be to ensure that the roles we are playing, especially the roles of the prepared speaker and the table topic evaluator, we are within the stipulated time. That stipulated time is 5 to 7 minutes for prepared speeches, if it's not an icebreaker speech, and 1 to 2 minutes for the table topic. I'm going to show a green card at 5 minutes for a prepared speech, a yellow card at 6 minutes, and red card at 7 minutes with 30-second buffer for you to not be disqualified. For table topics, the green card is going to be at 1 minute, the yellow card at 1.5 minutes, and the red card at 2 minutes with 30 seconds buffer. I wish all the participants all the best. Over to you, Toastmaster Neetal.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Anshuman. So with this, I would like to call upon our grammarian and our counter, Toastmaster Lavina.
Good morning. Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. I am your grammarian and accountant.
Your voice is little low.
Okay. Does this help? Wonderful.
Yes.
As the grammarian, I will be taking note of all the good and the not so good usages of grammar and share my report at the end of the day. The vernacular of the meeting is English, and everybody is encouraged to speak in English. If you absolutely have to say something in another language, please do translate for the benefit of all. The word of the day is mesmerizing. Mesmerizing, it means very attractive, something that holds and keeps your attention. A possible usage: when I last visited Taj Mahal, I was mesmerized by the grandeur of the architecture. The idiom of the day is to go the extra mile. To go the extra mile means to take efforts so as to achieve an objective, efforts which are out of the ordinary. For example, I'm mesmerized by the fact that almost everybody is going the extra mile in this meeting, taking dual roles or triple and quadruple roles in the case of Toastmaster Anshuman. Whenever somebody uses the word of the day or the idiom of the day, all of you are requested to encourage the person by showing a thumbs up. As the counter, my role is to count the filler words. But, so, the pauses. So we can encourage each other to overcome our tendency, our penchant of using these filler words and ensure our speeches are more impactful. Back to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lavina, and thank you for picking up the dual roles. And I will be presenting my GE report at the end of the meeting with my tag team. With this, I'll hand over the stage back to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Disha.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Neetal and the tag team. All right. Before telling why stories matter and why is storytelling essential today, let us start with our prepared speech session. Our first speaker today is Toastmaster Ved, one of our most enthusiastic speakers. Toastmaster Ved will be evaluated by Toastmaster Saurabh from Toastmasters of Delhi. I welcome speech evaluator Saurabh to share the speech objectives. Over to you, Toastmaster Saurabh.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Disha, and a warm welcome each and everyone in this joint meeting. And I love to evaluate Toastmasters Ved. speech, as because the speech doesn't have any title, and this is out of the box speech. And the timing of the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. So, timer, please note down the timing, and best of luck for any topic. Uh, Toastmaster Ved. Back to you, Toastmaster Disa.
All right. Thank you, Toastmaster Saurabh. I now welcome Toastmaster Ved to do a quick audio video check and present his speech on luck versus hard work. Luck versus hard work, Toastmaster Ved.
Hello, mic check. Is it working?
Yes, fine. Absolutely fine.
During the summer of class 5th, I used to go to our shop and make the shop ready for the day. One fine morning, I went to the shop, and after some time, some student came running to the shop and said, Sir is calling someone named Ved to the school. He said like this, and he said, some Navodaya Vidyalaya results have come. So I looked at him, and I still vividly remember that moment when I heard the news, and I followed him back to the school, running back. I entered to the principal's office, and there was this maths teacher who, while entering, he said, "You have cleared the Navodaya Vidyalaya entrance exam." I looked at him in utter disbelief, thinking that this can't be true. And then he showed me this newspaper. Look, this is your roll number, right? In the list of selected student. Uh, those days, most results used to be published in the newspaper, maybe today as well. So that roll number looked mesmerizing to me. And I was surprised, and I said, yeah, this is my roll number. I was happy and surprised. The story began in class 5th. And one day I was again sitting in my in the shop, and I didn't go to school that day. Phone started ringing. I picked up the phone, and it was from the school. My heart shuddered. I thought, what had happened? Why school is calling me? Then on the other side, teacher explained. Teacher said, "Hi, Ved, we need your photographs for the Navodaya Vidyalaya entrance exam, and please bring them to the school." I was reluctant because this is the same exam that I have given last year. And even after my hard work, I was not selected. So I was not willing to put some effort and in this exam again. But somehow the teacher convinced me, and I reluctantly agreed. Then I went to the studio mentioned by this school staff. I got the photos clicked, and then the person said, all the while I was thinking that should I fill out the form or should I not? So I was in such dicing situation. So I said to him, only I will collect the photos, and uh, otherwise I won't pay you. So that's how I said it. And then I came back. He said me after half an hour, you can collect the photos. So meanwhile, I made up my mind. I do not want to fill the form. And so what the school cannot fill the form because they don't have the photos. So that's how I thought. And then I went back to the studio after half an hour and asked for these photos. And poor me thought that the photographer would agree to my demand that he would only hand over the photos to me. And he said that your teacher collected the photos. And I looked at him and I said, when? Then he said, just before like 5 minutes ago. Then then he said he must be at the bus stand. If you want to talk to him, you can go there. So then I quickly ran to the bus stand, which was very nearby again. And upon reaching the bus stand, I looked around and I found my teacher to sitting around in the corner waiting for the bus. I went straight to him and I asked, "Sir, I want to cancel my form." He looking at me very surprised and angry. And he said, "Why?" So I said, "Because I made some rubbish reason that I don't remember now." But he did not agree to my demand, and I came back with disappointment. Then time went by, days and months. The exam date was near. Just 10 days before the exam, a maths teacher came to our class, and he asked in our class that who had applied for that exam. The exam is 10 days away. So I did not raise my hand because I did not want to give the exam. I thought I wouldn't be caught, and then, but I was caught, and there were around 10 students. All of us are, all of us were set to like sit in a different classroom and prepare for the exam. And during those 10 days, we have studied together, and then like exam day it came, and I submitted. I had taken the exam. The next day I came to the school. The maths teacher asked me. So he was my favorite teacher, and he also was very fond of me. He asked, "How was your exam?" And I said, "I don't remember. Like I think I have solved every question right." So he said, "Like you will clear this exam." But I disagreed completely. I won't get selected because it stemmed from the previous year. Because despite my hard work, I was not able to clear the exam. Then what funny thing used to happen is that he used to call me in every other classroom and announce to the whole classroom that this person will get selected. And uh, I was uh, used I used to feel embarrassed that I won't be selected. So then this result day came, and my roll number was there on the list, and I was the only one who got selected from my village. Sometimes I look back and try to identify the inflection points in my life. This was one of them where it defined my future. I believe that I would not be here giving a speech in front of you if I had not cleared that exam. In life, we come across moments where something happens that we never expected, and it changes our life in a way that we could have never anticipated. Sometimes we do not get the desired results even after working hard. Sometimes we get lucky without even trying, but we should always be prepared for both. Sometimes your random decision can change your life. When such things happen, we should not think that luck is important and hard work is not. We should always remember that hard work is the foundation of success, and it is the base on which you build your life. I would like to end my speech with a quote from Thomas Jefferson. I'm a great believer in luck, and I find the harder I work, the more I have of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ved. That was a mesmerizing speech presented today. It showed us that luck does exist for sure. At the same time, it is also the efforts of ourselves or the people around us that make us win. I request all of us to give a quick feedback on the Toastmaster Ved's speech in another 30 seconds time over the chat box, please. All right, I think we are done with the feedback. We have Yasir with us over here. I would like to ask Yasir for a quick intro. Yasir, please.
Yes, hi everyone. Good morning. My name is Yasser, like the name suggests. I have been staying in Delhi for last 8 to 10 years. I've completed my uh, graduation and masters from Delhi, from Jamia Millia. And currently, I am a working professional. I work in a BFSI sector with an MNC. Uh, and I'm from UP. My home state is UP. Particularly, I'm from Mau. It's a district, small district in UP, in the east side of the state. Um, I have two brothers. I don't have any sister, unfortunately. Uh, and yes, looking forward to joining the Toastmaster Club.
Thank you, Yasir. Thanks a lot for your introduction. I hope you enjoy today's meeting. All right.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So moving on, our second speaker for the speech today is the very passionate Toastmaster Lavina from Toastmasters of Delhi. She will be evaluated by Toastmaster Anshuman. Toastmaster Anshuman, I invite you to please share the speech objectives. Over to you, Toastmaster Anshuman.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Disha. So, Toastmaster Lavina is going to share a speech from the Pathway Dynamic Leadership, which is level 2 speech number 3. The purpose of the project which Toastmaster Lavina is attempting is for her to clearly define how Toastmaster envisions mentoring. And the purpose of the speech is also for the member to share some aspects of a previous experience as a protege. I look forward to understanding how mentoring went for Toastmaster Lavina timer, which is going to be me. I have to note that the timing is going to be 5 to 7 minutes. Over to you, Toastmaster Disha.
All right. Thank you, Toastmaster Anshuman. Now is the time for Toastmaster Lavina to do a quick audio video check.
Audio video check, please.
Yes, it's working fine.
And I would request somebody to evaluate my grammar and be an counter as well, please.
Sure. Okay, we have Toastmaster. Yeah. All right. So I welcome Toastmaster Lavina to present her speech on Parth Sarthi. Parth Sarthi, Toastmaster Lavina. Over to you.
While growing up, my grandmother often told me, Beta, if you have a problem, a question, or a dilemma, refer to the Bhagavad Gita. Now, I've always been a reader. I've loved stories. Bhagavad Gita led me to the Mahabharata, led me to tales of Krishna, led me to the Krishna-Arjuna relationship, and led me to the profound realization that there can be no better mentor-prodigy relationship than that of Krishna and Arjuna. I have lived through that relationship via the pages of the book. As their relationship evolved, I got my mentoring being the Namsaya prodigy. And that is what I'm going to talk about today. Why do I find this relationship an ideal relationship? First, what is mentoring? Mentoring is when a mentor helps a prodigy achieve their personal and professional goals for the achievement of an organizational objective. Now, what is important here? It is important that both the mentor and the prodigy should have a common goal. Did Krishna and Arjun have a common goal? Yes. Their common goal was to win the battle of the Mahabharata. While Arjun wanted to win the battle to avenge the family's honor, get their kingdoms that they righteously deserved as per him, Krishna's reasons for the goal were different. Nevertheless, the goal was common. Second, what is important for a mentor-prodigy relationship is trust. Now, trust is not built in a day. Rome was not built in a day. Trust takes time and goes through tests. Krishna and Arjun had a long association. They were cousins. They spent quite a few years together. They had quite a few experiences together prior to the Mahabharata, which was the defining relationship of theirs. They grew up together, they played together, they fought together, they pulled pranks together. And they also chose each other when it came to be. One time, Krishna and Arjuna wanted to set fire to the Khanda one at the behest of the Agni Lord. For the same, both of them battled Indra and defeated him. Indra granted them boons, while Arjun asked for celestial weapons. Krishna asked that his friendship with Arjun always remain so. What is this if not a public definition and declaration of love and affection? Arjun had a choice to make prior to the commencement of the Battle of Mahabharata. Krishna without his weapons, or Krishna's divine, undefeated Yadav army. Arjun chose Krishna, reciprocating the trust. What is important, thirdly, is that the mentor guides the prodigy when the prodigy may be seeing to fluctuate, to divert from his path. The burden of the work is on the prodigy. Ultimately, it is his or her goals that are being achieved. He or she puts in the effort and all the hard work. It is tough, it is difficult. Arjun questioned whether he was doing the right thing by fighting the battle. After all, his extended family was at the other side of the table. Krishna here did not order, did not demand, did not direct. He guided via the Bhagavad Gita chapters. This is what the mentor does. Helps the prodigy find the answers within themselves by showing the right path. Fourth, there are times when the mentor works behind the scenes and the prodigy never even comes to know. Works behind the scenes to turn the tide in the prodigy's favor, having come from a place of greater wisdom, personal experience, and informed decision making. There was this incident wherein Gandhari had asked Duryodhan to come to her, wherein she would, removing her blindfold, equip him with the divine armor so that nobody could touch him, no weapon could penetrate him. Duryodhana, being the chief antagonist, if he became undefeatable, would prove to be a big problem for the Pandavas. Krishna intercepted Duryodhan, whispered something in his ear, and as a result, Duryodhan did not go naked in front of Gandhari as was required, however, wore a loincloth. As a result, what did Bhima do? He struck Duryodhan with the gada right on his femur bone, thus defining his doom. The mentor has, from his position, he may not always agree with his prodigy. However, he takes his decisions in a non-judgmental way and supports wherever possible. Arjun's son Abhimanyu was killed by the Kauravas, and Abhimanyu held Jayadratha, the brother-in-law of the Kauravas, responsible for this. He took a vow. If he was not able to kill Jayadratha by the end of the day, before sunset, he would alight himself into a burning fire and commit suicide. Now, the general of the Kauravas, Dronacharya, created a Chakravyuh such that reaching Jayadratha before sunset was impossible. What did Krishna do? He whipped out his Sudarshan Chakra and created a simulation of the sunset, getting the Kauravas and Jayadratha out into the open and helping Arjun fulfill his vow. At the end of the day, like we've already discussed, the burden of the prodigy is great. The mentor, while providing direction, does this in a way to release stress and to ease the burden. Krishna was known for his pranks. There was a time when Arjun expressed interest in marrying Krishna's sister Subhadra. Now, this was a great personal dilemma for Krishna because supporting Arjuna would have meant going against his own elder brother Balram, who wanted Subhadra to be married elsewhere. Krishna advised Arjun to kidnap Subhadra. Now, here Arjun expressed a concern that he did not want to battle his intended brother. Krishna here now advised Subhadra to kidnap Arjun. Isn't that a rather unconventional way of achieving your goal. At the end of the day, Krishna was Arjun's charioteer, and out of this relationship, the mentor got not only the achievement of his objective, which was winning the battle for the righteous good, at the same time, the mentor also earned the name of Parthasarathi. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lavina, for a wonderful speech. It gave us a deep idea of mentor and protege relationship with an apt example of Lord Krishna and Arjuna relationship in their early days and the later Bhagavad Gita and Mahabharata conversations. A speech very relevant to our Toastmasters Club. And also, I am thankful to Toastmaster Anshuman for his time and mentorship this week for my first ever TMOD role. All right. I now request all of us to give quick feedback to Toastmaster Lavina on the speech in another 30 seconds over the chat box, please. All right. I hope we are done with the feedback. Let us now move to our last speech by very enthusiastic Toastmaster Saurabh from Toastmasters of Delhi. And his evaluator for today again is Toastmaster Anshuman. I invite you to please share the speech objectives. Over to you, Toastmaster Anshuman.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Disha. So, Toastmaster Saurav is going to focus on the positive today, or in generally focuses on the positive. So the purpose of the project is for him to practice being aware of his thoughts and feelings as well as the impact of his responses on others. And the purpose of the speech is also for him to share his experience completing this project. I'm assuming there are two speech lengths given. I'm assuming it's going to be a 5 to 7 minutes speech, Toastmaster Saurav. All the best for that. Over to you, Toastmaster Disha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anshuman. Now is time for Toastmaster Saurabh to do a quick audio video check.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Am I audible clearly?
Yes, it's fine.
Your voice
Check
is
1, 2,
little
3.
low.
Check 1, 2, 3.
Can you speak again?
Check 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, this is better.
Thank you so much.
I welcome Toastmaster Saurabh to present his speech on smoking heals but kills. Smoking heals but kills, Toastmaster Saurabh.
Wow, what a place it is. Vidragaprap. We are there standing outside the hotel building and enjoying the mesmerizing environment of Rishikesh. A few moments later, we entered the hotel lobby where our wives and children were playing. As soon as we entered the hotel lobby, we saw that Anna sitting on the couch with a puffy eyes, and she was shocked. What is happening? And we froze in front of them after looking them in that way. My daughter rushed to me and informed me, Dad, we lost our luggage. And we found that the luggage is not only holds all the good attires, but also it holds a sum of gold jewelries inside it. We are not able to understand what to do next. Anna stood up, came to her husband, and started the regular practices, that is the blame game. It's you. You are so careless. You are not able to hold a luggage in a proper way. Her husband highlighted the same thing. Remember last time when we visited Goa? You lost the most preferred t-shirt of me, and the blame game is going on. We tried to come down the situations from the back end. See, we might be not picked it up from our home. It is possible. Anna's husband showed us a picture. No, no, see, we clicked the photograph with the same bag. We took it from our home. It lost somewhere in the middle. Now, Anna came to her husband and say, you know na how much time it took to select all those dresses. Please do something na. Her husband turned to us. Boys, now we have to do something. Let's see how we can control this situation. We came out from the hotel lobby. I lighted a cigarette, dragged it heavily, and said, let's go back to the auto stand and let's see if we can manage to find our auto drivers. As we decided, we went to the auto stand, we scouted for the same auto drivers, but we did not find anyone. So we asked a couple of local drivers and asked them if we have any informations of them. So one of them just shared his phone number, but it was not reachable. We again thought that let's visit our traveler, tempo traveler, if we left our baggage on the top of the carrier. So as decided, we started again from the auto stand towards our tempo traveler, as it is based out of far out of the hotel near to a petrol pump. It was around 7:30 of empty Rishikesh road with a very limited visibility and with very less traffic on the road. We started towards the tempo traveler, and suddenly we saw that the same auto driver approaching towards the Lakshmanjhola bridge. And I shouted, oh my God, it is the same auto driver. See, 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 stop the auto. And we rushed to that auto driver and started shouting that, we left one of our baggage, you should be careful when you just helping us in dropping all this luggage. The auto driver, with a very normal voice, said that, sir, calm down. Please calm down. We will help you. No problem. So let me connect to our colleague who is also with us. Okay. He started dialing his phone number, but unfortunately, it was not reachable. Our BP stood up once again. I picked my cigarette pack, pick out one, light it, and dragged it once again, and realized that yes, it cools down the BP. So, after discussing all these things, we just informed that auto driver that please, whatever you came to know, please connect us so that we can collect the bag from you. The auto driver assured us that whenever I have a connection with the same auto driver, you just don't worry, I will ask him to drop the baggage to your hotel. So with this assistance, we started coming back towards the hotel. In the middle, my daughter called me and asked me to pick up some stationeries like chips and cold drinks. So we stopped there. And as soon as we picked all the items and started again, I received a call from my friend's wife. Hey, Saurabh, we received the bag. You can come down back to hotel. With this pumping heart and unsettled brain, I brought one cigarette, light it, had a long drag, and feels that the blood pressure is coming down and it cools down the mind. So finally, with this all this hassle, we realize that smoking really heals, but it kills. Okay, so stay out of smoking. Thank you so much, and back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saurabh. That was a very picturesque speech. This is a very relevant topic in today's time when we hear so many of us under pressure or depression or some other kind of health concerns, and we lean over smoking, which is really bad for lungs and our health. It is leaders like us who will have to shoulder the responsibility of spreading the awareness. All right. I would request all of us to give a quick feedback to Toastmaster Saurabh on the speech in next 30 seconds over the chat box, please. All right. I hope we are done with the message. Okay. Coming back to the theme again, what do you think? Why do stories matter? Would anyone like to respond?
They help us travel far beyond where we are.
Yes. Yes. Anyone else? Okay, so stories have been around for a long, long time. About 1 million years ago, our ancestors found fire. It was not just for warmth and food, but also as a magnet for bringing people together. This brought forth the birth of storytelling, a fireside tradition that has evolved with us over time. Now, let us also talk about engaging the audience. The power of storytelling lies in its ability to captivate. Stories create a connection by drawing the listeners into the narrative, evoking empathy, curiosity, and sense of shared experience. We just had while Toastmaster Saurav was delivering his speech, right? And even while Toastmaster Ved and Toastmaster Lavina were delivering their speeches, we could really experience was what they were trying to say. So as a speaker, weaving compelling stories enhances credibility. It shows mastery of the subject and understanding of the audience's needs, revealing authenticity and vulnerability, making one more reliable. With this, let us now begin with our next session, which is the table topic session, one of the most exciting and engaging sessions. I call upon Toastmaster Anshuman to address the table topic session. Over to you, Toastmaster Anshuman.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Disha, and thanks a lot, everyone, for your enthusiastic participation till now. But it doesn't end here, it just started with the table topic section. In the table topic section, we're going to practice our ability to speak spontaneously. And since the theme is storytelling, our table topic is going to be filled with stories and anecdotes, and all of us required to participate today morning. We're going to warm up by creating a story together. I think some of us may have already participated in such a drill, but for the others, the rule is I'm going to share the speaking order. The first person has to start with a sentence, the next person has to carry it forward, and the last person has to conclude it. I hope we are ready to practice it this way. So, Ved, Neetal, Lavina, then Saurav. I'll let Disha conclude because for Yasser it might be too much on the first meeting to have the pressure to conclude. Oh, I am also there, right? No, I won't go last. Okay, I'll be the second last, and Disha concludes. I hope it's clear, Ved. I hope you have a beginning sentence in your mind of how the story for this morning begins. So basically, Neetal has to carry forward the story with one or two sentences or more if she's feeling up to the mark to share ample stories today. And in the end,
So
Disha
you choose the
concludes.
topic or he just starts any
No, he
topic?
just starts.
Okay.
All right.
So it can be like Godzilla
Neither,
versus.
no other clarification. You're spoiling the creativity. So, Ved,
Okay,
I
sir.
pasted the speaking order in the chat. So, Ved, whatever story comes to your mind, it can be your Dream 11, it can be your Toastmasters, it can be your life. You have to just start. Neetal has to follow. Then Lavina, Saurav, Yasir, Anshuman, Disha. Are you ready?
Okay.
Are you ready, Toastmaster Ved? Please go.
Yes, I'm ready.
Yeah, you can start.
Okay. It's been 5 months since I reached this Antarctica continent, and it has happened that we have discovered the temperature is becoming normal, and I am trying to set up my home over here and trying to open this as a picnic place for all others. The world and I also see it's a business opportunity. And because I'm the first one here and setting up all the place, and people will come for snow and the mesmerizing beauty that this place provides. And uh, and I just started building lots of different places for the amusement park and the cinema hall in the heart of the Antarctica. Can you imagine that? So, and then I also heard that the first 100 tourists are coming up within like next 5 minutes. So I'm just waiting for them to reach here. Over to you, Nita.
So Antarctica and a tourist, and this all makes us take back to a memory lane of all the fictional movies that are created in Marvels, in DC. And yesterday I was watching Godzilla versus Kong, and they showed Antarctica, a beautiful place. So I was imagining if Ved has set up his home there and a Godzilla comes or a Kong comes, how he would have handled them. They were destroying buildings on top of it. They were kicking one hand, that hand, and they were just spoiling the whole place in seconds of time. So imagine Ved has built a building and he has built an amusement park, and a Godzilla has come. So take your wild guesses what would have happened to that place. So, with all the best, and we should be looking forward to the amusement park of Faith, Lavina.
Now the question is, what got Wade's interest in creating an amusement park or a tourist destination in Antarctica in the first place? Marvel movies are a recent interest, I understand that. Who is to be blamed for this? Bill Gates. Do you know why? When Ved was growing up, the desktop wallpaper on his computer was of the emperor penguins, and he was always fascinated with them. He always wanted to go and see them in person. He did do a trip in Dubai in college with his friends. However, those penguins were not emperor penguins. Such a disappointment. He'd always heard that the trip to Antarctica was very tough. Sub zero level climate, thick jackets, you can get stuck in the ice. But one day he decided to conquer the world and ventured forth. Then he realized it was not that difficult, and there would be others like him with the same passion. And with the temperatures turning favorable, why not create it into a business opportunity? Over to Saurabh.
Wow, talking about money from a CA point of view, and I will take the 50% stake as because I'm a very good follower of Shark Tank. So, Ved, as you started this amusement park, and Nital also highlighted that we will have Kongs and Godzillas there. So, you can try to make friends with them, unlike this Godzilla park, and that's how we can actually attract more and more uh, uh, travelers, tourists in this particular place. And as we know that we'll also have some Delhi kind of foods there. So this will also have a center point of attraction because having a Delhi taste food, Delhi Kakida Dhawa's food there in Antarctica, it will not only attract the tourists, but also it will help them to stay within a very amusing and mesmerizing environment within that. And also, I suggest, as I'm a very means keen to travel to different places, so we can also establish travel agencies, and we can help our tourists to book all the tickets, and also help them to understand how they can reach this place and enjoy the experience of this world's best place called Antarctica. And the other part, what will be the decor and what will be the room environment, and what kind of other amenities, I would like to invite our next Toastmaster, Yasir, soon to be Toastmaster Yasir, our guest, okay, to make us understand what attracts our tourists more in this real time environment. Over to you, Yasir.
Thank you, Saurav. You've
I will
spoken
give you
about
10% stake on this business.
no, no, definitely. I thought maybe I'll ask for more. Uh, so the way you have again taken me to the place, I started realizing how mesmerizing the place is going to be. In terms of like we talk about creating amusement park, etc., and people talk about uh, having all the element to it. So imagine that that's a place, and uh, a lot of people are also coming. But question is, how will they coming, and how? And Saurav has also spoken about setting up a like all the good food restaurants, travel agencies, etc. So I was thinking from the marketing aspects, that how we are going to attract the customers. So while Saurav is going to give me 10% stake, I'll contribute more in terms of doing the advertisement, because now is the right time to attract customers, because the temperature in Delhi is increasing, and probably a good time to market, uh, you know, to travel, market the newly launched place invested by Ved and Saurav. Uh, now I'll request Anshuman to take this problem.
And this venture by the best of Toastmasters in Antarctica became so popular that it opened up a secret access which not just attracted people from all over the universe, be it King Kong, be it Godzilla, or be it Martians, or be it Venusians. It opened the access to past and the future too. So from the past, you have all the mythological figures, be it Krishna, or be it then the recent historical figures, Napoleon or Jawaharlal Nehru. Everyone joined in Antarctica. And from the future, you had humanoids, you had Terminators also joining. It became such a chaotic place for Toastmaster Wade to manage. And with Toastmaster Neetal as the CFO, she was trying to convert the inflation of Napoleon era versus Nehru's era to futuristic humanoid era, to converting the Martian currency into Antarctic currency. She was having pretty busy time, and it was so much so that presence of so many people started to elevate the climate change that was already happening. So definitely past, future, universe, climate change all happening together. It was a very intellectually stimulating activity for Toastmaster Ved, where he was out of books to read to understand how to manage this chaotic situation. So he reached out to Toastmaster Saurav that can he lend him some books for him to understand the situation and manage this entire chaos. Later, he gave up. He was like, I am done. This was the purpose of my life. I united everyone, but I let. Then he reached out to Toastmaster Disha for her wisdom and guidance of how he should conclude this venture. Over to you, Toastmaster Disha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anshuman. We build a really good concept to project thing over here in last few minutes, which is wonderful. It started with Toastmaster Wade's home all the way in Antarctica during this kind of summer. Oh my God, wonderful. What a fun and what a business it is. We all came together to have an idea that what all we'll be having in this particular park. There'll be amusement parks, there would be halls, there would be people coming in from Mars or Venus or all the, Godzillas or King Kongs. Wow. We also learned about what kind of, business and promotional activities that will be going on. So it's a brilliant idea. But then since Toastmaster Wade got a little bit disappointed with the kind of chaos that happened all around, we all will have to support him and motivate him because he believes that it's not just luck, it is hard work, which is what will make him win. So we all are with you, Toastmaster Wade, and we look forward to coming to Antarctica to build your business. Thank you.
Great. Thanks a lot, everyone. I guess we are going to remember this story for our lifetime.
Yes.
Since we have limited time and we have to move forward to the evaluation section, we'll just have one table topic for soon to be Toastmaster Yasir, and then we'll move forward with the rest of the section. So, Yasir, I hope you're ready for your table topic. Basically, your topic to practice. You have to speak for 2 minutes on the topic that's going to be given to you.
Sure.
Yeah, a simple one for today morning. What life lesson did you learn the hard way? What life lesson did you learn the hard way, Yasir?
Maybe I'm not prepared for this, but let me try. Uh, Sorry, maybe I'll try next time. So sorry.
No, please, like that is what the practice is all about, right? Like just think about any life lesson you got in life.
Say anything. You learn cycling, motorbike, car,
देश के सर्वोच्च
drawing.
नागरिक सम्मान से नवाजे जाने वाले इन सभी महानुभावों ने आधुनिक भारत की प्रगति में
Who's
अपना
this?
अलग, विशिष्ट और अप्रतिम योगदान दिया है।
ये
Neetal?
किन से आ रहे हैं?
Okay, I think.
So Yasi, just give it a try. whatever.
First
Let me
table
try.
topic, 10
First,
seconds.
you
Okay,
can
so
think, you can think
I'll
for
talk
10 seconds.
about I'll talk about an incident which kind of changed my life. So I am basically from a small town. I have kind of studies. My schooling I did from a small city. I was not aware about the world how it is, and I was also not about very much serious about my studies, etc. So up till my schooling, I just somehow I was able to complete my studies. But then for the higher studies, I came to big capital, and there I realized uh, that everybody is so much concerned about the future, etc. Um, I started going just, I joined a small library wherein I saw people kind of very much engaged for their future. And then that was the inflection point for my life, wherein I decided that where I started thinking about what I'm going to do in future, where, how, in what, where I'm going to make my career, how I'm going to, uh, which profession I'll join, etc. That was a turning point of my life, and I started, thinking about it and started becoming serious for it. And from then onwards, I decided that I'll put my time and effort in studying, etc. Um, and yes, so that was the turning point, and from then I started, studying and becoming more serious in life.
All right, thanks a lot, soon to be Toastmaster Yasir. You have a very eloquent voice, and for the first table topic, you did fantastic. I still remember mine was just lasted 10 seconds. My topic was, I think, when life gives you lemon, make lemonade. I switched lemon and lemonade. What gibberish I came and told, but yours was like very polished and pretty professional speech. I think secretly you're already a Toastmaster. You're not letting us all know, but we'll get to know later. Anyhow, the evaluation will be done by Toastmaster Neetal at the end. Now I'd like to hand over stage back to Toastmaster Day, Toastmaster Disha to take it away. Over to you, Toastmaster Disha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anshuman. That was a very wonderful, interesting table topic session. For the first time, I experienced such a format, so it was lovely. And thanks a lot to our guest Yasir, who took up this table topic and was really, really wonderful at it for the first time. All right. Now, again, coming back to the profound art of storytelling. In order to master the art of storytelling, which we just experienced, one needs to understand its elements, such as characters of the story, like we were here, Toastmaster Ved, in his story of Antarctica, the story settings, the plot. There has to be a conflict, like Toastmaster Ved got a little disappointed. And then there has to be a resolution of that conflict, and many more such elements. So these elements make a narrative great. We will dwell upon deep into these elements in the coming meetings, probably. But as of now, it's time to head towards the last session of the day, the evaluation session. I would like to invite the general evaluator to present her report on how we all performed this morning. Over to you, Toastmaster Neetal.
Thank you, Toastmaster Disha. It's amazing listening you and had a wonderful experience. So first, I would like to invite the speech evaluators. So we'll start with Toastmaster Ved evaluation to be given by Toastmaster Saurabh. Over to you, Toastmaster Saurabh.
Thank you so much, Madam General Evaluator Toastmaster Nital. Toastmaster Ved, what a nice speech it is. Luck versus hard work. I always wonder what should follow, whether it is a hard work or the luck one. So your speech definitely completes all the aspects of the points highlighted. By this time, I already share this numbering in your WhatsApp message. I believe you already had a look of it. So I will again take this CRC approach when I give you the evaluations for your delivered speech. The speech is a complete speech, and you are very comfortable while articulate this incident of your life. I'm sure that you already experienced this experience, and that's why you are able to articulate it in a such a way so that we can actually visualize this portrait. Whenever you are just explaining this story, it is not only like drama kind of thing to at least for me or these listeners, I believe. So this is the best part of any storytelling part. Whenever you explain anything or you just present any story in front of any audience, they should visualize, they should go to your memory lane and understand this incident is actually happening in front of their eyes. So very well done, very well organized, and your posture is well uh, calm and composed, as because you are not taking any sort of stress on delivering your speech. And I suggest you need not to go any extra mile to do any effort. You just keep on whatever you are doing. Only one recommendation from my side, I believe this is exclusively my thing that I take away from this particular incidents. You can take some calculative pauses whenever we are explaining some stories. We are not able to connect in the pace we normally follow or in our normal conversation, but during the storytelling, if you take some calculative pauses, I believe we can grab the moment, whatever you are trying to portray in front of the audience. At the end, it has a very nice ending also. And the last statement is yes, the statement is for the audience also. A takeaway is also there that not only believe in luck, but also you have to do some hard work in your life. Thank you so much. And back to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saurabh. It was so. With this, I'll hand over the stage to Toastmaster Anshuman for evaluating Toastmaster Ved and Toastmaster Lavina's speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Anshuman.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Neethal. So we had two dynamic speeches from two veteran speakers back to back, starting with Toastmaster Lavina. The purpose of Toastmaster Lavina's speech was to clearly define how Toastmaster envisions mentoring. Was she successful in doing that? The answer is definitely yes. So, Toastmaster Lavina used examples and stories from the epic of Mahabharata to share how the characters in Mahabharata demonstrated an ideal scope of mentoring and how that role play happened. At the same time, she compared it to her life and her journey within Toastmasters to learn about the art of leadership and public speaking in our platform. So, through this juxtaposition, she was able to figure out what the right metaphors or the similes were for the audience to understand how mentoring shaped up in her life and how mentoring influenced her end to end. So, from an impact standpoint, it was definitely a good variety in terms of structure, where the elements of stories were present from Mahabharata and elements from her life, and the structure in terms of storytelling was definitely present. So, kudos there, Toastmaster Lavina. From an audience awareness standpoint, from a comfort level standpoint, from the topics interest standpoint, and the clarity of spoken language, Toastmaster Lavina was right up there. She demonstrated her authority and her expertise in all these areas. And it was quite visible as she spoke that she had a good command over the content. And she also mentioned that she likes to read a lot, and it was quite visible that all the reading wisdom flew through the contents that she shared with us. Every great speech has certain areas where a speaker can challenge herself, and for Toastmaster Lavina, the first one is going to be eye contact. It felt that your eye was moving from left to right throughout the speech, which may give an impression that you may be reading elements part of your speech. So, my suggestion as an evaluator is going to ensure that in Zoom you're focusing on the center or just below the camera to engage with the audience better, and also incorporate it in your body language or audience engagement questions, where you're asking the audience a question, or through your different through different emoting different emotions, be it smile, be it anger, be it frustration, or be it any other emotion. You're demonstrating a variety in audience engagement, which reflects in your eye contact too. So that's something you can challenge yourself for the next time. From a vocal variety standpoint, you did have inflections at the end of most of the key impact statements. One of my suggestions will be to experiment to as a stretch goal, to experiment with different dialogues through different deliveries, to bring in more vocal variety, where different kind of emotions flow in, which can engage the audience much more than it did today. So overall, quite an engaging content, good structure, great comfort level, great interest in the topic for the audience, and great clarity in the spoken language, where Toastmaster Lavina can challenge herself is in terms of eye contact with the camera, and using different vocal variety, be it tone, speed, and volume, and relevant pauses too wherever required, to elevate her speech to the next level. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Neetal. Or
Thank you,
maybe
Toastmasters. Yeah, you need to evaluate for Saurav as well, right?
all right. Thank you for patiently listening to me back again. Next, we move to Toastmaster Saurav, who brought a different flavor to his speech this morning with a very ear catching topic for all of us: smoking heals but kills. And quite an apt topic for the purpose he was trying to achieve this morning, which was to figure out elements of thoughts and feelings and responses to bring positivity. As we learned through the interesting story of Anna and his family, and the emotions that he went through, he definitely ended up achieving that objective. Then the strength of Toastmaster Saurav's speech was that he felt the story as he speak. He could visualize. He was there when he was speaking about this interesting topic that we had today. His pauses, his exclamations, his enthusiasm as he spoke through different elements of the story was quite visible, and we could feel what he was feeling, and we could be there as he was speaking, when he was there in the space, talking about the luggage, talking about the element of smoking itself, and talking about his family and the emotions everyone went through the journey of the entire duration. So, definitely, I think that was the highlight of the speech for me, Toastmaster Saurav. You have a strong strength in terms of storytelling, where you are able to feel, emote, and share one single story with great endurance. So kudos there. Another element, if I have to tick the checkbox, will be definitely great comfort level. You engage the audience quite well. You had good audience awareness, and good eye contact with the audience too. To challenge yourself for the next speech, my suggestion will be to focus on intonation. And by intonation as an element of vocal variety, I'm referring not to your accent, but to the element of maybe your native speech that comes into your English words, which makes some of your words blurry, which bring a lot of air, like extra air to the words that you speak. So if you listen to your recording, that may be held by analysis through Udemy in our Toastmaster platform, or through the AI analysis that we have through a platform called Elsa, where they can help you analyze your intonation, which will greatly elevate your vocal variety and your speech. So that's the only area my suggestion will be to focus, to bring your speech as close to a native speaker as possible. So overall, great storytelling, great body language, great connect with the audience, great eye contact with the camera. Where you can work upon is the intonation of your speech, where your words are crisp and clear, succinct, and are reaching to the audience in a direct fashion. Thanks a lot. Over to you, Toastmaster Neetu.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ved. Wonder evaluation of both the speeches. And to move forward, I'll call upon our tag team. So first, I would like to call Toastmaster Anshuman for giving a timer report.
Can we start in reverse order?
Sure. So I would like to call upon Toastmaster Lavina for giving grammarian and our counter report.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. I will start with the R counter report. Toastmaster of the day and table topic speaker Disha used one time. Our Madam General Evaluator Nisha was flawless, no filler words. Speaker and table topic speaker Ved used 5+ times, like twice, pause associated with and 5+ times, pause associated with so 4 times. Evaluator speaker table topic speaker Saurav used 5+ times. Guest Yasir used 5+ times. Table topic evaluator Anshuman used 5+ times. Some words which have been used repeatedly, though not filler words as such, are so, said, and but. I would recommend both as the counter and the grammarian to replace so with as such, therefore, hence. Replace said with replied, informed, shared, intimated. Replace but with yet, however, nevertheless, nonetheless, all the same. Coming to the grammarian's report, the word of the day mesmerizing was used twice by Ved, once by Disha, twice by Saurav, and once by Yasir. The idiom of the day was used once by Saurav. A big round of applause for all of them. Some good usages of language. Propel, strike a chord, art of crafting words into stories. Penchant, one fine morning. Vividly remembered, the heart shuddered. Reluctant, stemmed from a previous year. Picturesque, shoulder the responsibility. Authenticity, vulnerability, weaving compelling stories. Up to the mark, which is an idiom in itself. Venture, chaos, concept to project. Eloquent, juxtaposition. An excellent use in the speeches today was repetition. Repetition of the same word in two parts of the sentence draws the greater attention of the audience and creates more impact. Should I fill out the form? Should I not? Sometimes we don't get the desired results. Sometimes we get lucky. Some not so good usages. Stationaries. Stationery itself is plural, and stationery refers to commercially manufactured writing material, including paper, envelopes, writing implements, and other office supplies. This is your roll number, right? We are seeing a great usage of the word right in language today to substitute the more typical or traditional ways of speaking, my recommendation would be to avoid this shortcut, listening to Ren and Martin. Instead of this, your roll number, right? Isn't this your roll number? Could you please confirm whether this is your roll number? I now move to Neetal for my evaluation as the grammarian and counter.
So with respect to our counter, there were no filler words used. And for grammarian, I got mesmerized by your speech that I forgot to make a note of it. It was a wonderful articulated speech with no filler words. And I don't think there were any grammar mistakes in it. And you have used and a wonderful story to tell how a mentor would impact anyone's life. And I was totally into it.
Thank you. That's all from the grammarian and our counter's desk. Back to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lavina. I got mesmerized by the way you evaluated. It was one of the best grammarian evaluation I have listened so far. No hard feelings, but definitely you were the best ones. So with this, I'll hand over the stage to our Toastmaster Anshuman for timer report.
Thank you, Toastmaster Neetal. And for the best timer report you're going to hear today morning, Toastmaster Neetal, let me present to you my brief and small timer report for the times which mattered. So everyone was almost close to the time. So Toastmaster Veda's speaker 7 minutes 25 seconds. Toastmaster Lavina 7 minutes 28 seconds. Toastmaster Saurabh 6 minutes 10 seconds. And table topic speaker 1, which was Toastmaster Yasir, soon to be Toastmaster Yasir, 1 minute 15 seconds. Great beginning to your Toastmaster journey, hopefully. Over to you, Toastmaster Neetal.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anshuman. It was a short report, and yes, to begin with the general evaluator speech, we all joined at 10:30 sharp, and our joint meeting with Toastmaster Delhi, I can say it's a successful and really a mesmerized one. So we have started on time. We had our role divided in the beginning, except for one, and Toastmaster Anshuman was grateful to take up the role on time for the timer. And we had a wonderful Toastmaster theme by Toastmaster Disha. I got mesmerized listening to her. I could not believe this is her first month and her first role as team mod. And I don't see it as a beginner one. You are at par with a 3-year level one or a 2-year level one. I could definitely say that. As in Suits, the associates would always fight for the number of years. And that way I can say for you. It was a wonderful storytelling aspect that you covered. And definitely I would like to improve my storytelling aspect with the inputs you have provided. And we had 3 wonderful speeches by Toastmaster Ved, Toastmaster Saurav, and Toastmaster Lavina. All were awesome. And the evaluation done by Toastmaster Saurav and Toastmaster Anshuman provided relevant feedback for 3 of the speeches. And I hope we could hear next speeches from them, improving on the feedback they have received from today's meeting. And a wonderful table topic conducted by Toastmaster Anshuman. It was fun, it was creative, and it was a team effort to make a successful story. So love the idea. It was the first time I believe we have tried that in BBC, and it was an amazing experience to be part of it. And coming to evaluation section, as I mentioned, Toastmaster Lavina has done wonderful tag role as grammarian and a counter, and a short report by timer, Toastmaster Anshuman for the timer. Yes, I am really mesmerized today. So with this, I'll hand over the stage to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Disha.
Thanks a lot, General Evaluator Neetal and team, for presenting comprehensive records and evaluation. Now, as we move to the end of our meeting today, I would like to sum up by saying that in essence, storytelling is an ancient practice shaping our understanding of the world. In our digital age, let us continue to embrace this timeless art, recognizing its profound impact on both speaker and audience. On that note, a big thanks to all of us for being today here in the morning and making this meeting a success. Would anyone want to add anything or say something more?
We have Toastmaster Mank. Toastmaster Mank, we want to add, and we'll have our Toastmaster and Shuman will release the poll, so we'll have polls as well. Anshuman, you can shoot the poll. Toastmaster Mank.
Toastmaster Lavina has raised her hand.
Okay, Toastmaster Mank said he's on mute today.
He's overwhelmed with the quality of meeting we had today, so he's not able to speak.
Yeah, he must be feeling sad that he missed it out.
Yeah.
On behalf of Toastmasters of Delhi, we thank Bright Beginning Toastmasters, Toastmaster Mayank and Toastmaster Neetal, and their support in aligning the joint meeting. We had a lovely time. Our meetings are offline every Saturday from 3 to 5 p.m. in GK1 Delhi. Please do come down someday and we would love to host you. Thank you. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster of the day.
Along with the samosas and chutneys.
Yes, our samosas are Delhi famous. Everybody who visits our meetings tell them you get complimentary samosas.
We'll be mesmerized by that. Toastmaster Neetal will fly from Hyderabad just to have the samosa.
I will from Mumbai.
With Yasir from.
Please bring Bara Pav and the Hyderabadi
Let's
biryani.
It's Mumbai Vada Pav so much, but we are live on YouTube. Maybe that can be the streaming.
We're shooting the poll, Toastmaster and Shuman.
All right. Yeah, let me just quickly launch the combined poll. So for the best role player, Toastmaster Disha, Toastmaster Neetal, Toastmaster Anshuman, tag role player, Toastmaster Anshuman, Toastmaster Davina, table topic speakers, all of us, evaluated Toastmaster Anshuman, Toastmaster Saurav, and best speaker between Toastmaster Ved, Toastmaster Davina, and Toastmaster Saurav. Please let me know if you're facing any issues voting today. So we have 3 out of 7 votes, waiting for 4 more. 4 out of 7. Five out of 7, just waiting for 2 more. I think Toastmaster Mayank won't be voting, so we are just waiting for 1 more vote. We'll wait for like 5 seconds more for the 6th vote. And you can vote for yourself. Don't feel shy if. And Yasir, I hope you voted already.
It's the election time. Campaign for yourself as well.
Yes. just 1 vote remaining. Going once, going twice.
Go ahead quickly. We'll have extra samosa when we meet physically.
Okay, the 6% does not look to be voting today. So I'll end the polls. And should I declare the results, Toastmaster Neetal?
Yes, please.
All right, starting with the best table topic speaker, it is Toastmaster Ved, which I'm presuming we voted to begin the story in such an interesting way. So thank you for making our day, Toastmaster Ved, in living in Antarctica in our imagination. All right. Next is the best tag role player, and it is Toastmaster Lavina for the role of the grammarian with overwhelming majority. So your grammarian self beat the accounter self by a huge margin, Toastmaster Lavina. All right. Next is best evaluator. It's yours truly, Toastmaster Anshuman. Maybe because I spoke the most, and you're like, oh my god. All right. Next, we have the best role player. Best role player performing the role for the first time and being so well prepared is Toastmaster Disha. Definitely, I think I am taken aback first time T-mod, and with such precision, it's extremely difficult. Toastmaster
All
Disha,
thanks to you. All thanks to you.
I did nothing, but yeah. And I guess you, Yasir,
Nothing but
all of you are like secret Toastmaster at the back, which you're not revealing. You may reveal in the future, but yeah. And drum rolls for the last but not the least, the best speaker by a decent margin. It's again Toastmaster Lavina. All right, over to you, Toastmaster Needle, to conclude the proceedings.
Yes, so it was a wonderful speeches we had today, 3 speeches, and a wonderful team out by Toastmaster Disha and a wonderful total topics by Toastmaster Anshuman. So overall, a wonderful meeting and a bright beginning to our weekend. So looking forward for another meeting next Saturday. And Toastmasters of Delhi, you're welcome again to join with us. And I would also suggest Toastmaster Anshuman to plan a hybrid meeting with them to enjoy the samosas.